Hello there. So for those who are wondering, hey, I've heard of this video idea or topic on your channel before. Yes, that's because these are gonna be re-edits of older videos. Topic talk or topic underscore talk or honestly about have been series on this channel where I would just sit down and talk about a certain topic. For a long time, I didn't really know what to do with this, what to change about the formula, how to make it consistent. And also the mic quality has changed over time. My opinions changed on certain topics over time. So I'm left with a bunch of videos from different era that don't really gel together. They don't really feel cohesive. And I feel like they need a bit of a makeup, re-edit to make it more presentable. I asked you guys on a community post, and for the time being, that one guy says, "Yep, go for it." So I'm gonna give it a shot. And also, I always wanted to do some podcast kind of stuff, but I never really felt like that doing it as a duo weekly would be something that I could do because my sleep problems. So maybe this is a shortcut to it. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy the new format. You tell me if this works or not. I always find it interesting how movies can influence someone's life, even if it's just minor things. So, as an example, I would like to bring up one of my favorite actors, Bud Spencer. He was, and I say it in past tense because unfortunately he passed away many years ago, but he was one of those actors who I liked to watch a lot. His movies were more of a kind-hearted action comedy types, not the typical Hollywood stuff. Him and another actor, Terence Hill, were doing a lot of collaboration movies. They would often play similar roles, and out of the two of them, Bud Spencer was the one that was the character that I ended up cheering for a lot. I don't know what it was, maybe because I was a fat kid who saw another, let's say, strong-boned actor playing roles, but his movies were always fun to watch, and they always managed to cheer up me and everyone else who were watching them. And also, their movies were pretty popular in the country I live in, Hungary. It's partially thanks to the Hungarian dub of the actors, I feel, because even they were good friends with each other. So while everyone else was watching TV shows like Chuck Norris, Texas Ranger, I was always looking for the opportunity to watch Bud Spencer, Terence Hill, and their Hungarian equivalents, István Bújtor movies. So as I mentioned before, the Hungarian actors who dubbed over these movies were in good term with Bud Spencer. As a kid, after watching these movies year after year, listening to their soundtracks, I decided that the one thing that I want to have when I grow up is facial hair.
For years, I only had enough facial hair for a mustache, but when it comes to high school is the point when I actually were able to grow a beard, and at that point I fell over to the other side because if I wanted to cut it down, in the next 2 weeks it would go back to the same shape. Almost it felt like that one scene from the Tim Allen movie.
So pretty basic story so far. As a kid, I got inspired and I liked the idea of having a beard, and over time, it kind of backfired. What happens when you get used to something that you see yourself wearing for so long? You grow accustomed to it, and when it gets taken away, even if it's you doing it, it just feels wrong. So I don't know why, but at the time I've decided to make a bet. For those who don't know, for a long time I had an upload speed of 1 megabyte per second. Yay! So the one thing that everyone was annoyed by, and we all thought it's never gonna happen in this household, is having decent internet. So we made a bet. If we ever get the chance to have decent upload speed and download speed, I'll cut my beard down to 0. And guess what happened?
I already hate it.
I mean, this comes down to person, but I feel like that my glasses hurt my appearance much more than a beard. I've been living with this for, 15 or 16 years now, and I don't like it much more now than I liked it 10 years ago. Put it that way. I don't like wearing glasses, and I hate the fact that I cannot live without them. And just to put it in a perspective, I'm gonna show you what's the difference without my glasses. I cannot see anything right now, but here's the thing. You can see my whole face now. My entire face. Facial expressions that I create right now. Don't think that having a beard has big disadvantage for me than this thing right here. Because this thing, for me, actually ruined my life. When I had my beard, having a long hair next to it felt pretty okay. Now, whenever I look into the mirror with his long hair, I feel like that I'm just watching some fat chick in the mirror.
I don't have my glasses anymore. I don't have to wear glasses because I was able to get a LASIK eye surgery, which was in itself was a hard thing to go through because once I got rejected and then it spiraled my life down into a rabbit hole. And thankfully, the second time when we went to check my eyes, they said, yes, it's savable. And my life got saved. Since then, it's been a slow but steady uphill. And this thing is part of my identity. People would find it awkward if they wouldn't see it on my face. Did I get bullied for it? For sure. From parents, to grandparents, classmates, to even teachers. You have no clue how many times I was compared to terrorists. That was a thing. But thankfully it's all behind me now. Also, another thing to note is that we are in a different time period now. We aren't in the era where clean shaving is the trend. Not that I would follow any trend really. But you see beards and different hairstyles accepted more widely. I have a quick question about Italian words. How do you say I love someone?
It depends if it's love or love friendship.
I like him. Do you like him or love him?
More like I adore him or like I look up to him.
Adoro.
Okay. Adoro. Easy.
Adoro Bud Spencer.
Me too.
He's a cult.
And that's how you make friends with Italians.
Okay.
Just want you